When we return, officers Robert Martinez and Mark Gill try to stop a gang war in Austin, Texas. Now, Robert Martinez, Mark Gill, and the Austin gang war.
I come from a family of 13 children. When I was a kid, I hung out with the gangs until I spent 3 days in juvenile detention. I hated it. I realized I was wrong. I was hurting my family, hurting my mom. It changed my life. I went back to school and at 18 was the manager of a supermarket. I had to hire an off-duty police officer to catch my shoplifters. One day, I looked at his uniform and thought, man, most of my life, I thought I was going to be a criminal, but I really wanted to be a cop and prove I can be somebody. So, I joined the Austin Police Force, only the 7th Hispanic hired in 150 years. But I had street smarts. Give me those warrants. I'll go get the bad guys. I wanted to work circles around everybody. In September of 1990, I was appointed by the chief to start the gang liaison unit. And part of my job was to talk to school kids about the dangers of joining street gangs.
I'm telling you, when I was your age, I couldn't pass anything. I couldn't spell, couldn't speak English. Everybody said I was going to be a failure. I've been to the bottom, man. I know you can come back. Look at me now. Most decorated policeman in the state of Texas. I made it, man, because I never lost hope. And you can't lose hope either. I know. It sometimes feels like you can't survive without a gang to protect you. But it doesn't work. Because if you give in to gangs, you won't make it. It'll just be one of the stories I tell. You'll be the boy I found kicked to death. You'll be the girl who had her eyes gouged out in a gang fight. You'll be the kid I arrested for stabbing an old man 83 times. You'll be the ones who kill themselves trying to escape the bonds of the gangs you join. I know. It's hard to be a teenager these days, but gangs are not the answer. You can't solve life's problems with a gun or a knife.
When you got your message through, it's very gratifying. But there's always kids out there who weren't listening. 16-year-old Clark Stratton was a member of the Austin Knights, and on September 19th, he was mourning the death of his own brother, Dwight, also an Austin Knight gang member. A few days earlier, Dwight had blown his brains out with a .38.
Yo, bro, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, man?
Not too much. We got the news on Dwight, you know?
Yo, man, ain't no news on Dwight, man. Not no more.
Well, this talk's coming from the Diablitos, man.
Yeah.
They're saying Dwight killed himself because he's weak, because he couldn't hack the pressure on the streets.
Yo, that's crap, man.
You're right, man. You know, we don't have to take them fronting us out and stuff, man. Dwight don't have to take it either, you know?
Joaquin's talking righteous, Clark. The Diablitos ought to be showing Dwight some respect. They ought to be showing all the Knights some respect.
But they talking us down, man. They talking down Dwight, you know?
What they fronting the homeboy, man? What Dwight ever do to him?
It's just the way those bastards are, man. That's all.
Yo, man, we can't let my brother go down like that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, man. With you, bro.
Paco says they're down on fifth.
All right. Let's get in their faces and do some damage, man. All right?
Yeah. Good.
Clark Stratton, Cruz, Joaquin Velasco, and another guy called Taco left school early and headed out to seek some type of release for their anger. They drove a quarter-ton pickup truck to Congress Avenue, our main street here in Austin. It's an intersection of one of our busiest bus stops, and it was rush hour. They got out of the truck and met two more Austin Knights members, Carter and Ramiro.
They've been doing that since we got here, man. Yo, that's all the numbers they got, man. Yo, man. Come here, man.
Although it now now seems primitive and stupid to the rest of us, the change of gang signs in the presence of opposing gang colors is the equivalent of the ultimate challenge. It's a taunting match nobody walks away from.
You want some? Here we are. What are you doing, man? Let me see you do something. Let's go, man.
Yo, Clark Cruz, man, they got numbers, man.
Get going and we're going to take you down permanently. Hey, buddy, we're not afraid no pea shooters, man. I'm going to take that thing, I'm going to use it on you.
Shooting victims, there was a major police response. EMS, crime scene, news media all over the place. Everybody was scrambling. The suspects were right in the vicinity. I've been picked for the gang liaison unit because of my background as a street cop. I knew all the gang kids because I put most of them in jail. Everything they did, I knew about. They constantly snitched each other off, big time. Being from the community, I was a trusted homeboy.
Gang liaison.
Yeah, I need to talk to Martinez, man.
Yeah, speaking.
Yeah, man, how you doing?
All right, man. You got something for me?
Yeah, you know about the shooting? I know who did it.
What shooting?
What shooting? Where you been, man? The moon?
No, what shooting?
Congress Street. Turn on the news, they're still picking up the pieces.
Anybody hurt?
2 civilians, man. And a Diablito. TV says they'll live.
What happened?
It was a beef with their guys. The shooter was Joaquin Velasco. His brother Cruz and this other guy named Paco were there also. I can show you their truck and where they live and everything.
Okay. Let me check out what our detectives have got. You okay to meet me?
Yeah, 4th and Brazos, whenever you show.
Get me a detective on this Congress Street shooting.
No one in the gang is gonna talk to a detective.
You talk to me.
That's different. Everyone knows they don't play ball with you, you'll hang their butts up fast. You respect us, we respect you.
I'd respect you more if you got out, man.
When you're in, you know? It's just these crazies, man. They give us a bad name.
I hate to break the news to you, Sergio, but you already got a bad name, man.
But Sergio was right. The detectives had the information for a week. Who did it? Where the car was, everything. But they couldn't put the case together because they didn't have the contacts to get the statements. The victims couldn't identify the shooter, and there were hundreds of witnesses to interview. The case was grinding to a halt. Then the chief found out.
Well, the public sure as hell talking to me.
Listen, it's real easy to have the gang names and not be able to gather any evidence. People in the barrio know what can happen if you finger one of them.
There was a whole street full of civilian witnesses.
Most of whom had the good sense to keep their heads down when the shooting started. Chief, maybe if I go down to the barrio.
Oh, hold on now. You got a whole city to look after, and this could go on for some time. You know anybody in Hispanic crime unit that could get inside with those boys?
It'll have to be somebody who can work fast. The Knights know they're hot. If they know we got their names, they'll be gone in no time. Mark Gill, he's a homeboy like me, and he's been down with the gangs.
I'll have the captain call him. You tell your friend he's been given the kiss on this. I want somebody's butt in jail before the decent people of this city start frying mine.
Robert and I are both products of the barrio. My father was killed in a car wreck when I was 10, and I was raised in a single-parent home. I attended Southwest Texas State, And I've been on the Austin police force for 12 years, working undercover for 3. Robert and I have reputations as homeboys who've gotten down on our own barrio and weeded out the criminals, the dope dealers, the burglars, and car thieves. We've sent a lot of gang members to prison. I took a look at the case, tried to pick up the pieces and sew it up. I picked out the information that Robert had and everything from the general assignment detail. Through reading the report, I knew they had gathered all the critical information.
What are you looking for?
It could take weeks to interview everybody who's down there. But these 3 witnesses, they're the key.
How so?
Number 1, they're civilians. Number 2, they don't live in the barrio, so they'll talk. Number 3, they were the only ones in a position to see everything.
You still have to make that evidence stand up in court.
Methodical is my middle name.
What are you hauling that thing with you for?
It's something I'm working on. An idea that might help us reach some of these kids.
What?
A rap.
A what?
A rap song. Here, I got the instrumental. I'm not ready to give it up yet, but you'll be the first one I lay it on.
You sure you can handle this alone?
I'm cool, man. I've been taught by the best.
I was able to identify a key witness, Norwood Reynolds, who worked in the cafeteria at the University of Texas. In the report, it said that he had been standing in the alleyway when Cruz Velasco picked up the gun that his brother ditched and hid it. I already knew that the 2 Velasco boys were the shooters because of the confidential informant, but I couldn't arrest them based on his word alone.
That's the shooter.
You sure?
I'll never forget him. That old man was just trying to stop him from killing that kid in cold blood. He shot him down.
Anyone else?
This one. I don't remember seeing him during the shooting, but what? He was with him in the alley, picked up the gun and hid it.
Will you testify to that?
I come from the barrio, man. I seen these guys mess up people's lives. Somebody's got to stop them.
Thank you, man.
Policía de Austin, señora. Joaquín Velasco vive aquí. ¿Está ahí en la casa? Yo tengo un orden de arresto para él. ¿Podemos entrar?
Members of the Hispanic crime unit and I searched the house, but Joaquin wasn't home. Word on the street travels fast. He was hot. By the next day, he turned himself in.
My lawyer says I don't have to talk to you if I don't want to, man.
That's right. These are pretty serious charges. If you cooperate with us, we can help you.
I got nothing to say to you, cop. You think I did it? You prove it, man. I'm not gonna make your job any easier for you.
Joaquin, I'm gonna find out everything that happened, including exactly what you did. And when I do, you're gonna wish you had spoken to me.
You ain't got nothing, cop. You want me in the can? You're gonna have to turn one of my nights, man. And we're like this.
Joaquin Velasco truly believed one of the selling points of the gang life, the oath of unswerving loyalty. I knew that loyalty in gangs was a myth, and because I only had one witness, I had to get to Cruz, put him on the hot seat, and secure the knowledge he had on his own flesh and blood brother. I talked to a number of my confidential informants and learned Cruz was thinking he had nothing to fear. I went to his school the next day to let him know he was wrong.
Austin Police, ma'am, I'd like to talk to Cruz Velasco, please. Hey, Cruz, how you doing, bro? Come on over here. I want to talk to you for a minute. Come on, don't be shy. That's it. Thank you, ma'am. I'll take it from here. Cruz Velasco?
Yeah?
I'm placing you under arrest.
What?
You have the right to remain silent. If you say anything, it may be used against you in a court of law.
You got nothing on me.
Oh, no? You have the right to an attorney. If you do not have an attorney or cannot afford one...
What the hell are you busting me for?
Give me a break, Holmes. I'm trying to read you your rights. Where was I? Or cannot afford one will be appointed for you. Do you understand these rights?
Yeah. Now what the hell is going on? What am I going down for?
1, tampering with evidence. You picked up the gun your brother used. 2, unlawfully carrying a weapon.
I didn't have a weapon.
Not till you care to touch.
Come on.
Listen, bro. I got 3 witnesses. You're looking at some substantial time. Unless you want to help yourself, because the monkey is on your back to save your butt. What's it going to be? Come on, we're going down to the station.
It's nothing but a big joke. You gotta walk the line to get off in one. To prove yourself, they stomp your butt in front you on a friendship. That's just what they do to have fun. Putting out a jacket is street talk for reputation, and running with the gang's got one to fit you. Convict, criminal, juvenile, delinquent. You won't shake it, cause it sticks with you like glue. A reputation's gonna stick with you like glue. Yes. The drive-by shooting is a gangbang.
Man, what the hell is that?
A message? One you've never heard before?
Yeah, well, I don't enjoy hearing it now.
Put a homeboy 6 feet under. What really makes it tragic is...
You're right, Cruz. You got a lot to think about. You're in a tight spot.
Where the hell are we going?
The station.
Oh, this ain't the way to the station.
Oh, no? Maybe you ain't never been this way before.
Where are you taking me, man?
The station. This is a scenic route. I thought you might like a little time to think.
I sweated him the entire time. For Cruz, it was the longest ride he'd ever taken in his life. He was asking, "What's going on?" And I was totally silent. The cruiser was dead silent. I was giving him time to play some mental games on himself. I took my time getting to the station. It was the entire interrogation art that Robert Martinez had perfected and taught me.
Hey, Cruz. You know the case is all sewn up, and I really don't need any more information from you. I know who all the players were and what they were doing. And I'm trying to help you out of a bad situation here by giving you a chance to talk to me. If you want a lawyer, we'll stop this thing right now. I'll take you to a jail cell, and your time with me will be over. But remember, your time is now.
I got you. I want to talk. I want to tell you what happened.
I'm waiting.
I don't know who did the shooting. I swear, I don't know what happened to the gun. My brother heard the shots, and he ran.
Look, man, I've tracked this thing and put it together. I was practically there with you, Holmes. I'm not gonna let you sit here and lie to me. Now, don't diss me, because every time you do, I'm gonna stop this thing. You hear me? Oh, man, you might as well go to your jail cell right now.
It took an hour and a half. He was under a great deal of personal strain, knowing his only way out was to give up his own brother. But he finally broke.
Cruz, I know how hard this is for you, man. But we both know the difference between right and wrong. You know, brother, you won't talk to me, that's fine. But one of these days, you're gonna have to talk to the man upstairs. You better do some soul searching, son. You better do some serious thinking.
Okay. Joaquin.
It's all right. Go on.
Joaquin did the shooting.
got the gun out to scare the diablitos away. And when they didn't scare, he started shooting. When he threw the gun down, I tried to hide it. That's all. It's the truth.
I know. When a guy gives up his brother, he's got to be telling the truth. Okay. This officer's going to take you down to booking and then to juvenile detention. I can't promise you anything, but I will talk to the DA for you, do what I can. Thank you, Cruz. Thank you.
I'm gonna spread the vision, pumping up the PA cause I'm qualified to say, see my share of sorrow, death, and sacrifice. Let me add a touch of flavor as I hit you with the truth. Then you'll hear the forward one from Police Ice. Oh yeah, you'll hear the forward one from Police Ice. You can chase your dreams now, but you better get hip to what I'm up here schooling. Clocking knowledge is the key for a brighter day tomorrow. Don't let peer pressure have you fooling. Oh no, don't let peer pressure have you fooling. Yes. The drive-by shooting is a gangbang thing to let the blazing gunfire thunder. It's just a coward's bum rush on a gang move tip to put a homeboy 6 feet under. What really makes it tragic is a bullet has no conscience, and when it flies it surely will break through. To add more flowers to the caskets of families in the homes, your mom, your dad, or baby sister too. Oh yeah, when you join, your family joins right with you.
So you know what I'm saying, man? When you're in the hood, man, you're in the hood, and that's it, man. You're in the hood, you know what I'm saying, man? You wouldn't be doing time if you was a knight, you know what I'm saying to you, man? Go play with yourselves, all right, guy? So yeah, man, you know, we got guns, we got knives, we got chicas, man. We do everything, man. Everything we want without getting caught in things, you know what I'm saying, man? Anything. We push drugs, we park, we don't have to pay for anything, you know what I'm saying, man? It's all in the hood. We're like brothers, man. We're like brothers. Check it out, man. There's my lawyer. My legal aid and stuff, man.
Knowledge is the key for a brighter day tomorrow. Don't let peer pressure have you fooling. Oh no, don't let peer pressure have you fooling.
Who ratted on me, man? That's all I want to know. Who ratted on me? All right? My brother wouldn't rat on me, man. You're wrong! You're wrong! My brother wouldn't rat on me, not when he's in the hood, man. You hear me? My brother don't rat on nobody! He wouldn't rat on me! Not my brother!
Listen to the voice. Police Ice asking you to make the right choice. You take advice.
Kids, come here, man.
They call Police
Come here, man.
Ice. Choose life with Police Ice. Choose life with
Come on, man. Come here, man.
Choose life with Police Ice. Choose life with Police Ice. Choose life, Police Ice. Choose life with Police Ice. Say no to street gang, say yes to.
Now, Mark and I are working together because the department understood the need to pick a couple of hometown heroes to lead. We've been the gang liaisons Pied Piper in Austin. Back in 1990, we had 8 kids that got killed. We've only lost 1 this year. The news media calls us dynamic duo because we're trying some really innovative things.
Robert's called the legend. He came up from the poor side of town. He's a tremendous role model. Basically, that's how we change the lives of these young and impressionable at-risk youths, because they need role models. My own change started as a teenager when I came pretty close to being arrested one night, and one of the officers, Rudy Espinosa, gave me a choice. I could go to jail or be at his next Explore Post meeting, a law enforcement branch of the Boy Scouts. I took the meeting. He saved me from the street and set my sights on a career in law enforcement.